Our students, in this video, let us discuss acylation of alcohols and amines. So here, the reaction of the alcohols with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride. Okay. So here in this case, this is the nucleophile attacks on the electrophilic carbon. Okay. So here in this case, CH3, CH2, here O, here H. This one carries a positive charge because this oxygen is a donor. So here O minus and this is the methyl. Here Cl or O, CO, CH3. So in this case, next reformation of the pi bond and leaving of Cl minus or acetate ion and also removal of the proton. That means H plus Cl minus HCl or H plus CH3COO minus acetic acid. So the finally product is CH3CH2O COCH3. Okay, that's it. It is the acylation of the alcohol because here one hydrogen replaced by the acyl group. Okay, one hydrogen replaced by the acyl group. That's why it is a acylation reaction or acetylation reaction. Okay. Okay, and this is also called as the acetyl. Okay, acyl or acetyl. Okay, so mostly we are calling this one as a acetyl. Okay, that's why it is a acetylation of the alcohols. As a result of the acetylation of alcohol, here one hydrogen replaced by the COCH3. So here the increased molecular weight is 42. Okay, the increased molecular weight is 42 because here carbon 12 12 24 24 here 16 40 here 343, but here a hydrogen replaced by this group, so the increased molecular weight is 42. So here if one OH group get involved in acylation reaction, the increased molecular weight is 42. Okay, and the ester will be formed. Here the side product is here H plus and here Cl minus. So side product is HCl when you take acetyl chloride or acetic acid CH3C double bond OH. Okay. When if you take acetic anhydride CH3CO OCO CH3, that's it. And that is acylation of the alcohol gives a esters. Okay. So here it is a acylation of the amines. So amine, that NH2 nucleophile attacks on the electrophilic carbon. I am writing directly this one. Here removal of the Cl minus. Here from this N plus one hydrogen is removed. So finally, like in alcohols, here NH one hydrogen removed. So here one hydrogen replaced by the COCH3. Okay, so again here in this case hydrogen replaced by the COCH3. So as a result of the acylation of the amines, increased molecular weight per one NH2 group is 42. Okay, so actually why I'm saying this molecular weight, because 2013 we can see one question, that is a compound A, that is a compound A with molecular weight, here you can see the molecular weight 180 on complete acylation and reacts with COCl. Okay, excess of the acetyl chloride. Here we got the one product B with the molecular weight 390. Okay, then number of NH2 groups, then find out the number of NH2 groups, okay, in the compound A. So here the number of NH2 groups equals to 390 increased molecular weight, total molecular weight of the product by 180. That means here increase molecular weight by 42 because per one NH2 group or per one OH group increase molecular weight is 42. So that means here in this case 280 by 42, so that equals to 5. So here in the given compound 5 NH2 groups are there. Of course if it is a polyhydroxy compound 5 OH groups are there. Okay, so here in this case this nucleophile alcohol acting as a nucleophile, okay, attacks on this one Okay, alcohol acting as nucleophile, and this NH2 also acting as a nucleophile. Okay, now here, if a compound contains both OH and NH2 groups, and here I am taking one equivalent of the acetic anhydride. If you take one equivalent of the acetic anhydride or one equivalent of the acetyl chloride, okay, one equivalent of the acetyl chloride, here either on the nitrogen acylation takes place, either on the oxygen acylation takes place. That means OH acylation or NH2 acylation. But here, this NH2 is a more nucleophilic, so this one initially attacks on this electrophilic carbon. That's why here N acylation taking place. Okay, here N acylation. That means here one hydrogen replaced by the COCH3 from the NH2, more nucleophilic. Now here in this case again NH2 here OH. So in this case NH2 again more nucleophilic. So this N acylation takes place. Okay. So then the O acylation. Okay. N acylation. That means here if hydrogen of the NH2 replaced by the COCH3, that is a N acylation. Okay. Because NH2 more nucleophilic. So generally it is called as a paracetamol. Okay. It is a preparation method of the paracetamol. Okay, and here in this case, what is the IUPAC name of this paracetamol? Here 1, 2, this is the ethanamide. Ethanamide. Now, this ethanamide on the nitrogen phenyl group, so phenyl, okay, yeah, this phenyl placed on the nitrogen, but on the phenyl 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. Okay, at 4 dash carbon there is a OH group. So 4 hydroxy. Okay, 4 hydroxy phenyl. Total it is placed on the nitrogen. So N 4 hydroxy phenyl ethanamide. That is IUPAC name of the paracetamol. Okay, or simply we can say this is the parahydroxy acetanilide. Parahydroxy acetanilide. Okay, so generally here the acetanilide means CH3C double bond O NH, and here on this nitrogen if there is a phenyl it is a acetanilide. So in acetanilide at the para position of the OH, so it is a parahydroxy acetanilide. Now here coming to this one, another interesting example. Here this lone pair of electrons are involved in a conjugation with benzene. Okay, but here lone pair of electrons are not involved in conjugation. There is no proper connection between the benzene and NH2. So these NH2 electrons are localized. These electrons are delocalized. That means here it is a more nucleophilic. This one readily attacks on the acetic anhydride. That means here electrophilic carbon of the CO. So here this NH2 group involved in a acylation. Okay, that means here this one NH2 and here CH2 NHCO CH3. Okay, that's it. Because the electrons are engaged in a resonance, so this NH2 is a more nucleophilic. So acylation taking place on this one. Next, coming to this one, it is a sp2 nitrogen. This is a sp3 nitrogen. sp2 nitrogen more nucleophilic, so its donating tendency very less. That means here with increasing electron negativity, that holding electron density very tightly, so it is a less nucleophilic. So it is a more nucleophilic. The acylation takes place on this nitrogen. Okay, so here in this case HN double bond, this one NHCO here CH3. That's it. Next again here in this case this is the sp2 nitrogen, this is the sp3 nitrogen. So acylation taking place on this carbon. Okay, that's it. Now yeah, it is a 2014 J advanced bit. Okay, here NH2 electrons are localized, but here amide electrons, these electrons are the involved in conjugation with CO group. So that's why it is a weak nucleophile. This is weak nucleophile. This NH2 is a more nucleophilic. So as a result, the product is CO here NH2, this one CH2 here, NH, one hydrogen replaced by the CO CH3, and the side product is CH3, C double bond OH. That's it. Now here, the glucose. Okay, glucose has a 5 OH groups. So because of these 5 OH groups, 5 moles of the acetic anhydride or 5 moles of the acetyl chloride consumed. Okay, 5 moles of the acetyl chloride consumed. You see this one. Okay, or 5 moles of the acetic anhydride, 5 moles of the acetyl chloride consumed. So it is a penta-acylated derivative. It is a penta-acylated derivative. OAC, OAC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next here, for this sucrose, how many OH groups are there? That equals to the number of equivalents consumed. Okay. So here OH 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, and next 5, here 6, 7, 8. That means here sucrose on acylation consumes 8 moles of the acetyl chloride or 8 moles of the acetic anhydride. Okay, that's it. The structure of the sucrose.